Well, good afternoon from what appears to be a very quiet Manchester airport. Today is the 17th of May, so it's the next stage in unlocking here in Britain, in England I should say. So, quick flight down to Heathrow today with British Airways in economy. Since I last flew with BA, rather excitingly, they've changed their catering. So, I believe that there are now some freebies on board in economy, and also trying out their new buy in advance cafe service. So hopefully getting a beer and a pie on board, but we'll see. It's only a very short flight, as I say, so it'll be interesting to see how they manage that. Well, as is always the way with me, little leaky roof there. As is always the way with me, in particular at the moment I've arrived far too early for the flight. Better than being late, I guess. But I can't check my bag in for another hour and 10 minutes. So I'm just going to take a walk down to Terminal 1, Terminal 1 arrivals. See if I can find a Greggs or anything open for lunch. I know how to live. It's actually quite sunny at the moment, and I've just sneaked out of the terminal to take my mask off for the first time in 4 hours. I really don't like those. So, anyway, got some lunch from Greggs, as usual. I'm about an hour and a half too early to check my bag in. The reason I'm checking a bag in today is because, like I said in the title, I'm trying out an AirTag. So there's an AirTag in my checked bag, and we're just going to follow that journey through the airport and through to the other end at Heathrow, which is where I'm flying this afternoon. So just a quick flight, first flight in nearly 6 months in fact. So very excited, meeting up with a couple of friends this evening at Heathrow for a curry. Flying in economy today, which is actually quite good news because since I last flew with BA, they've changed the catering offering completely. So you get some freebies on board now in economy. I think it's water and a biscuit or something, but it's better than it used to be, which was nothing. And I'm also trying out this new cafe service. So you don't pay on board, you pay in advance. And I've ordered a beer, one of those Speedbird beers, and also some form of somebody's beef and something pie. So you can show how much attention I paid when I ordered it the other night after a half bottle of whiskey. But it'd be interesting to see if they actually manage to serve that, because it's only a 32-minute flight sometimes. That said, I'm expecting it to be relatively quiet. Managed to get an overwing exit seat, so that should be nice. Should get some good views. But really, just excited to be back in the air after such a long absence. It's felt really long this time. If you saw my previous video on EasyJet, when Neil Turner and I went to Iceland, you'll remember that was after about a 4-month lockdown. But this one's just felt so much longer this time. Once through security, it's the mandatory walk through the duty-free shop right here in Terminal 1. Something that's forced on you when you use Terminal 1. I believe that the Priority Pass Lounge closed at 2 o'clock. I think they're only open in the mornings at the moment, but I'll go take a look anyway, see if I can get in. Otherwise, it'll be an overpriced coffee from somewhere. Nope. This lounge is closed. That's a pity. It's a nice lounge, that. You can see over the runways. I wonder if the other one's open. Probably not. No. That's pitch black. This is my second favourite one because it doesn't have any views. I wonder if they'll let me in the Emirates lounge. Probably not. No. It's closed as well. Yes, so as I said earlier, no lounge access for me here at Manchester today. Well, that was expected, so that's fine, not a problem. It won't be too much longer before they're all open again, I'm sure.
Security or border force team asks you to remove it.
Dixon's closed. This is so quiet. This is eerie. I mean, I've come through Terminal 1 hundreds of times in the last 3 years, and I have never ever seen it this quiet. Not even at like when I've had delayed flights to say 11 o'clock at night. Oh, what is that screeching? Oh, Pret's open. We're going to get a coffee there. Oh, Starbucks is open. Excellent. So as I was saying, it's like even at 11 PM when I've had a delayed flight to Belfast with EasyJet from here, it's busier. It's so sad to see. As easy as it is to navigate around, it is so sad to see what's going on. But I genuinely, personally think we're over the worst of it now here in the UK. I've had my first vaccine, second one is at the end of June. And yeah, all the rest of the departures for today are on the top half of that screen. Wow. Still, there we go. 2 and a bit hours to push back. I'm gonna go grab a coffee, I think. Boarding time, and I can practically smell the delicious aroma of that Tom Kerridge steak and ale pie. A quick check, and my bag is also on board. So far, so good. As expected, a very light load today, so a whole row to myself. As we head out to the runway, a hat tip to my amazing Patreon supporters who, amongst other things, get to see these videos first. And as always, I'll leave you in peace for takeoff. With a fairly direct routing, today's flight is just 34 minutes, with a maximum cruising altitude of 19,000 feet. If you do get a second, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I certainly hope Joanne has. And today's complimentary economy catering is a bag of crisps and a bottle of water. Well, it's better than nothing. I'm sure that James Wake is very impressed. Or maybe not. He does after all have very high standards. But here it is, the Tom Kerridge steak and ale pie. Well, no, not quite. Sadly, somewhere between ordering and this flight, someone else ate all the pies. And sadly, today, it's not me. But the crew were very apologetic and brought me the Club Europe meal instead, with these 2 fun-sized bottles of champagne. One can only begin to imagine what Joshua Bedell would have made of all of this. So we're coming into land now, and I'll try not to clap like a toothless simpleton. Nope, we're not having that. This isn't Ryanair. But welcome to Terminal 5 here at Heathrow. It's been far too long. But great news, my bag has also made it, unlike the Tom Kerridge oh, never mind. So that really brings me to the end of this trip. First time back here at Heathrow for 5 months, first time on BA, first time flying for 5 months in fact, and absolutely delighted to be here. I'm not particularly religious at all, well I'm not really one bit, but if I was, this would be my church. What a great place that is to be. There's always so much going on, even as quiet as the air travel world is right now. So yeah, kind of end of the trip now. I'm going to go and meet Neil and Jamie, go out for a few drinks and a curry this evening, and then spend the day tomorrow in the F Lounge going back up to Manchester before I go back to Manchester. I believe alcohol is now being served. So, thanks for coming with me on the journey. Don't know why that meal didn't show up, I'm not sure, but nevertheless the cabin crew were excellent. They brought me the Club Europe meal as you saw, with the couple of bottles of champagne there, so I was happy, it's fine. And the crew manager said he was going to put a report in to get a refund, which wasn't really necessary, but these things happen. So yeah, next time I fly economy, which isn't that often, I'll bring you a review of the Tom Kerridge pie, if I can get one. Other than that, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.